Very good morning to all of you at Rishihood University, especially the School of Creativity. And I would like to thank Professor Monica Walia for inviting me. I would have very much liked to come, but unfortunately, because of some prior commitment, I'm not able to come. Surely the technology is there where at least I can put my point of view to you for this occasion where you are putting up all your creative concepts, and I'm sure they must be very good. And in future, whenever I get opportunity, I would surely like to see. But I take this opportunity when you are celebrating the design week to talk about little bit about design profession, how it has come up and where it is going to go. As you know, that 20th century was an industrial world, and actually in 1919, which was the second industrial revolution time, when this design school in Bahawaz had come up with a very innovative ideas about making products of desire, making them very useful, making them safe and good looking and mass production. And the same design thinking in design education started going on in the second industrial revolution for almost last 100 years. The way we see the design education has grown. But now, if you look into 21st century, when we are into the fourth industrial revolution, where physical, digital, biological boundaries are blurring, the new definition of design is also coming up. And I think we need to really take this opportunity, as the design profession is certainly becoming very, very important in our country. And people have started realizing that the design thinking, which is more of a systems thinking, more of a holistic approach, which is certainly going to address the wicked problem issues of the society and the environment. And I think there it is not, design is not only for designers, but now design thinking is becoming for administrators, for people who are making decisions everywhere. They see that this process certainly make a great sense to finding out a solution which is well balanced. So you students who have joined Rishihood University in design discipline, I am sure that you have a very bright future, and your design understanding, wherever you go, you would be able to add lots of value. So as it was earlier totally style oriented, now it is becoming a very purpose oriented. And technology was always very strong in making the newer things, but in design perspective, technology is enabler. And I think design fraternity has to really look into that. We don't have to design what technology can really allow us to design, but we need to look into the contextual use of technology and see what is correct technology for correct environment, and we should work towards that. So I think this aspect of context become very important, and that's why the design definition is changing from form follows function to getting into contextual use of technology, and form follows purpose. And that is the way I think we have to move more on a value chain. We live in a complex world. You have seen that how pandemic has created a total, so much of uncertainty in the society. We didn't know where we are heading. Actually, almost planet was some kind of lockdown was there, but we discovered ourselves, and we discovered in a way to find a newer way of using technology, newer way of communicating ourselves. And the way I am communicating with you is basically these are the things which post pandemic we have evolved. So we can evolve if the challenges are thrown, and we can see that what is good for us and what is good for society and what is good for environment and what is good for humanity, which we need to really look into. So I think when we say that this is a VUCA world, which is very volatile, which is uncertain, which is complex, which is ambiguous, all these areas, design has answer. Design always deal with the ambiguity, and I think you can look into this particular aspect and go forward. I would like to mention students that look into this sustainable development goals of United Nations. There are 17 goals. They all have a very strong relevance with design and design thinking. And if each student in their entire 4 years in undergraduate and 2 years in postgraduate at least take one project based on sustainable development goal, you are going to develop immense value in the society. As you see, when planet is facing lots of challenge, and the previous century, which was more on consumer centric, where the linear economy was there, take, make, use and throw, is really creating havoc in the environment. I think circularity has to be brought in, that the nature which has survived billions of years because of the circularity, I think somewhere we need to learn from the planet Earth and see that how we can do that. And that's why this Japan has coined the word called Society 5.0. It does not talk only technology, but it talks about human beings. It talks about how technology can be really look into good use of all this advanced technology, whether it is artificial intelligence, whether it is machine learning, whether it's big data, 3D printing, virtual reality, augmented reality, how we can use it for better quality of life of people. And that is what I would say, that one side we have to see that the humanity, and it is not humanity, when I'm talking about the shift from consumer centric to user centric to now human centric, and the last is earth centric, how we are really progressing and taking the well-being of each and everything, and then go forward. So the other aspect I would like to touch upon, that India is also having more than 5,000-year-old civilization, and there is lot to learn for design fraternity from our craft culture, our tradition culture. And I would urge that all of you, the project which you have taken in past or what you will be taking in the future, see that, just look around and see that what traditional values which are there, which you can really add it into the classroom, bring it into the research lab, and create some future which is more sustainable and more good for the planet, and which gives a immense fulfillment that you have contributed something for the betterment of quality of life. Lastly, I would just like to say to all the students that there are 2-3 things which are important for in your attitude and aptitude. And the first one is that optimism. Optimism is so important because many times people just think about negativity all around through whatever information which is coming up. Young people have to be optimistic. If you will not make change, who will make the change? With your design and creative ability. Second thing is that you have to be very sincere in your effort, because the sincerity will come. You are certainly going to find out the sincere effort will bring out good results. And third thing is the integrity and honesty. If these 3 things, if you bring it in your life, in your persona, you will be unstoppable. You will go with your creativity to highest height. So again, I thought I'm getting this opportunity to just bring some viewpoints on the future of design education, where it is heading. And I am sure that the show which you have put up must be excellent. I would like to see some of the photographs of that. And whenever I come in future, I would like to interact with you more on the way I look at it, design. So all the best and have a great time. And it is indeed pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much. And my colleague from CII, Nitish, will be talking about what all we are doing it in CII for promotion of design in academic area and in industries area, and also the government area. So a lot of those things he will be talking about. So all the best and have a great time in your design.